guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another Morphe palette. If you haven't seen these, I did do like a whole introduction and showing like the palette. I'd seen these on Instagram made me buy them. And I did the whole experiment about, oh, does this look how Instagram makes it look? Maybe we'll go ahead and swatch this one again today, but if you haven't seen that video, go a few videos back. If I remember, because I'm a little flighty sometimes, I'll link it below, but if I haven't, just go back a few videos and you'll see like Instagram made me buy it, and it's all about these new Morphe palettes that supposedly have, what do they call them, this molten metal eyeshadow. So it says get rich and foiled, create your look with the rich matte shimmers and metallics, then amp it up with the ultra reflective formula flexing molten metal eyeshadow. So the whole thing was on Instagram. This was like all over. They featured this Gold Seeker palette and they kept taking this middle color and swatching it and then getting it wet with like the Morphe setting spray and then putting that on and showing it had all this like extra stuff. So the first video I did was the rose gold palette. So I thought today I'd hop on and do a video with the gold palette. These are $14. They are still available, it looks like, at Ulta. I'm not sure about Morphe's website. I haven't been on there. I just kind of popped it in real quick and it came up saying that it is available at Ulta, $14. Ulta should be having a 20% coupon coming out soon. I feel like I recently got an email, and today is, what is today? What is today? Jeez Louise. Today is April 28th. So I think I got it like a day or two ago. So maybe next week, look in your email, check around. I think they're putting out a 20% off. So if you want these, then you can get 20% off of them. So let's see. The whole to-do is with this color here, like these molten shadows in the middle. So just for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to pick up this AOA Studio E143 brush. Let's see. I don't really think it's going to do too much with swatching it with the brush. Yeah, so there's that. All right, let me go ahead and pick it up with my finger. So here it is with my finger. So that's what it looks like. Different angles. Then what they did was they showed getting their Morphe spray, setting spray, putting it in the lid. I mean, they sprayed so much. I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my brush wet with the setting spray and then dip into the color. And it makes it like this wet, creamy mist. And then there's, so it is, I mean, it's super reflective. I'm gonna pick some up on my finger because now it's wet like in the pan. I don't know, I just feel like they always get me online because when they do like, when they show like their swatches, geez, I don't know if it's because the way they're putting like the light on it. So if I shine, can you see? Let me see if I'm gonna be able to do this. Hold on. If I'm gonna be able to get my flash. I know all these lights, you wouldn't think I still needed a flashlight. Can you see that? It is. It's super shimmery and glittery when you put a light like right up on it. Then you can see the fine, you know, flecks of like the golds and the silvers and the everything's in there. So it is super pretty. It's just, you know, they just do these tricks with these lights and just like suck us all in. So anyway, if you want to see what I do with this palette, because I'm going to do two different looks, then just keep watching. Get you zoomed in. These are going to be super simple. I really think I want to do something like super light with the colors over here, and then I know for sure I'm going to use this color and probably this deep color and do probably a halo type eye, if you will. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to start with Have Your Cake, this lighter brown down here, and I'm going to pick that up with this Morphe E27 brush. tap that off. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that as my transition shade all above the crease. I'm actually going to bring that shade down under the eye, get a little bit more. It is pretty soft. It's kind of getting all on the palette. It's just kind of making a mess on the end. I mean, that smudge was my finger, don't worry about that, but there's like powder coming out. Just be aware so you don't get it into the other colors. That is super pretty. It's a very pretty color and it blended out really nice. So next I'm going to take this Morphe M507 brush. It's a small tapered brush, and I'm going to go in with Dark Money. That up, tap it off. I'm going to go ahead and put that out here on the outer corner. This is a nice, rich, like deep chocolate brown color. Super pretty, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inner corner. I'm going on a little bit of an angle, just a little bit different. It kind of draws your eye out when you put a little bit on an angle, and then put that color in the middle, whereas like your traditional halo eye, you know, you get that rounded effect and you go straight through the middle. Putting it out on an angle like this, again, just kind of draws the eye out and up. That is really pretty. That is a really pretty deep chocolate brown color. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go in on this side of the shadow where it's not wet yet, because I didn't get the whole area of it wet. And let's see, oh, but my brush is wet, dumb, so scratch that. I forgot my brush was wet as soon as I like touched my eye. I'm like, duh, your brush is wet. Okay, well, either way, we're putting that on. I'll pick up a little bit more from the actual like wet area of that color, just to get a little better coverage. I really like this brush from AOA Studio. I actually really like a lot of their brushes, and they were only like $1, less than $2 a piece. I haven't been on AOA Studio in a while. I probably need to get on there and see like what's new, what they might have. I'm gonna go back in with that deep brown color and just pat over where they meet up, just to get a better blend. And to fix my angle a little bit, I kind of came in some instead of going on that angle. So I'm just trying to deepen that corner right there, just so I don't lose the shape I was going for. I'm gonna pat it in here. And then I'm gonna take that first brush and just soften that edge. And then I think what I want to do is go in with Pretty Penny here, because I want to see what it looks like. And I'm going to take this Royal and Langnickel pointed liner brush. Been really liking this brush. I don't know why I haven't been using it prior to now. So I'm going to tap that off, and I want to see, ooh, that is pretty. That is going to look like a penny. But all of these have, like, looking at the tones of them, none of them really look like super like gold like the center one. So we're just gonna roll with it. And I think I am gonna get it wet with my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. And no, this video is not sponsored by Morphe. It is a really pretty color. I don't know, I feel like I wish one of these were closer to this, just to pair it with that. It's just a different tone. It definitely looks more coppery, like a penny. So I don't necessarily feel like, I don't necessarily feel like, I don't like this with this. But I wanted to see what that color looked like. I think that color would pair really well with that dark brown though. So just together, it's not something I would do again. So I think I'm gonna leave that eye like that. I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to the other eye. And I think for this eye, I'm gonna go in with Sense and Sensibility up here, and I'm gonna pick that up on this Morphe E27 brush again. Cleaned it off. I'm gonna tap it off. Let's see. I will say these mattes like apply really nice and they blend out nicely. I don't feel like I'm having to work really hard to get the coverage or depth of color that I want, or to like blend it out. I'm going to take that color underneath. I'm going to pick up this Morphe M507 brush, again just a small tapered brush. And I think I'm going to go in with Fancy That. And I'm going to follow suit with what I did on the other eye. So I'm going to go ahead and put that color out here. Maybe I should do this one more rounded so you can see what I'm saying. Maybe I'll do that. So you can see the difference of like the rounded halo eye and then more out on an angle. Like that. Clean that brush off, and then I'm going to pick up this Morphe M124 brush. Just a flat shader brush, and I want to go in with Guilty Pleasure. A little chunky. Tap that off. Okay, it's not bad, but let me go ahead and get it wet. I'm bringing it up because I have hooded eyes. So I'm bringing it up above the crease. Because when I rest, see how my upper lid rests on there, so I'd get that transfer anyway. But then I can also kind of get an idea where it's going to be, how high I have to go up. I'm going to go back in with that Fancy That color and just blend over where they meet up. Now typically I would probably take this color and do the same on the bottom, but again I want to see these colors, so I'm going to go in with Big Splendor. This one is chunky. I'm going to go ahead and get it wet. My eyelash is a little, like my lower waterline, like under my eyelash still has a little bit of staining from a prior eye look I did. It's a pretty color. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'm going to finish up with my liner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the finished looks. Let me go ahead and close my eyes. Let me go ahead and cover one eye. You can see, let me cover the other eye. So, I don't know, like, can you tell, can you see the difference? How, like, this pulls the eye out a bit, and then this makes it more rounded, just depending on how you put it. So, because I rounded it out more, and I didn't do a winged liner, it just, to me, it makes it look more rounded. Not that I have like round shaped. I have more of like an almond shaped. But then this draws the eye out and up. I mean, you could do it on more of an angle. I didn't do anything too crazy. I don't know, just to kind of show you. But let me go ahead and zoom out and we'll talk about it. So for the lashes, I just went ahead and put on these AOA Studio 3D Foam Ink lashes in 1608 Melissa. I've used them quite a few times. I really like them. I used the Melt So High Curl Lock Waterproof Mascara again. This is my second time trying it. So far, I actually like it. I like the brush. It helps me get like down into those little baby hairs down here. I haven't worn it super long, so I don't know about the longevity of it or if I'm going to get too much transfer. So far, I haven't had any transfer down here, but I don't know if that's the case for wearing it for a long time. And then in the, so I used, where'd I put it? So for this eye, I used my beloved Kat Von D tattoo liner in Mad Max Brown. I have not replaced this yet. I've had this forever. I use it sparingly because I love it. I just love the depth of color. I love how it goes on. I love it. And then for the lower waterline, I used the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in Brouhaha. It's a nice deep chocolatey brown. As you can see, I was testing some different browns I had to see how deep they were, so I used that. And then in the waterline of this eye, I used this little itty bitty Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. So I was like, you know what, I haven't used this in a while, let me see how it does. I did sharpen it, and then I had to rub it on my hand to kind of like get it going, get whatever coating off, because it was going on real light. So whatever, it sounds gross, whatever kind of like coating or whatever's on it, got it off, and then it still works. So my eyeball hasn't fallen out yet, so it's okay. So it's all right. And then I don't even know how long I've had this. I think this is one of the ones that came in like one of the little packs of like, if you bought this, you got like a free one of these or sample one or whatever. I think that's why it's so small. And then I used my Dominique Creamy Fill and Define Lip Liner in Crush. I've spoke about this a lot. I just love it. I love the tone of it on my lips. I just feel like it really suits my skin tone. And then I recently found this in my purse. This is the Tarte Beach Babe lipstick, and I just feel like doing that liner and then this in the center of my lips. I don't know, in person I just really like how it looks. So anyhow, that is that for my face. As far as the palette, I actually really like it. I hadn't purchased any Morphe products recently that I could recall, so when I saw these on Instagram, I was like, you know, why not? And then I was so excited. I talk about it again in my other video. I was just so excited to go into a store and be able to like pick up a palette and purchase it, and it just, I don't know, it was nice. But given the rose one that I've used and this one so far, the mattes have blended so nice. Like this, I feel like is that Morphe formula that they had back in the day that everybody's like, oh my gosh, Morphe is just so amazing. It blends nice, it went on nice, it was like effortless, the color payoff is there. I didn't feel like I had to work really hard. And it's $14 for this palette. And again, when I got it, I had a coupon. I had 20% off. And I'm telling you, check your email, because I think Ulta's getting ready to release another 20% off coupon, so you can get 20% off. Granted, it's $14, so what would that be? $2.80. But hey, $2.80, and if you decide to get all three, that's times 3, so you get that off of each one. You know what I mean? Like, shop smart. So if you think you're gonna get it anyway, why not get some, you know, percentage off? But I do really like them. I am pleased, and I feel like you can get a lot of looks out of it, honestly, because I feel like there's so many different tones in there. I feel like these shimmers, there's 4 different tones, and then you have the mattes, and you know, this lighter brown on the inner and outer corner isn't as deep as this brown. So I feel like there's quite a few like neutral looks that you could do with this. Or you could go like really light, like do something really light and then have this lighter color. and then top it off with this on the inner corner. I think that would look really cute. So you could go from like a really light look to a dark look, a dark sultry look. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's versatile. I don't know. I feel like I just haven't liked something from Morphe as much recently. I feel like the last palette I bought from them was the holiday palette, like the Christmas palette, and I'd purchased it in like October. So we're all the way in April. If there is something, call me out, because I just might not be remembering. But if you're like, you bought this, let me know. I don't know. But either way, I'm pleased with it. I really like both of them so far. I like the rose one. Again, go back a few videos. You can see my other video. And then I really like this gold one. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like they play. Can you see the shimmer? Like, hold on, let me zoom in. Let's see if we could do a little something real quick. How far in? Ooh. So let's see. Can you see the sparkle? I really hope you guys can see that, because I can see it. Even this one I feel like might have some shimmer to it. I really hope that picks up. I'm not gonna know till I edit it, and I'm gonna be like, what in the world are you doing? So anyway, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching. I hope all of you are well. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I do like it. Do you need it? Probably not. Nobody needs anything, but it is really nice, and I do really like it, and I think the quality is there for a change. And again, if you can get it on sale, even better. So hope all of you are well, and I appreciate all of you watching, and I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this. Bye.